The Lost City of Atlantis. Atlantis, a lost empire that vanished in a single day and night. For thousands of years, explorers have chased its shadow across oceans, deserts, and myths. Plato described a powerful civilization built in concentric rings of land and water, rich with temples, canals, and shimmering auric. Its people mastered engineering, agriculture, and naval warfare, ruling territories far beyond the Mediterranean. But greed and arrogance corroded their greatness until the gods punished them with fire, floods, and earth-shaking destruction. The story comes from Plato's dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, where he claims the tale as historical, passed down by Egyptian priests to Solon. They dated Atlantis to 11,600 BC, a time of massive climate change and rising seas. Plato wrote that Atlantis lay beyond the Pillars of Hercules, today known as the Strait of Gibraltar. Its capital consisted of 3 circular rings, surrounded by water channels, bridges, and defenses. At the center stood a grand temple to Poseidon, decorated with gold, silver, and mysterious auric. Atlantis supposedly commanded a vast navy capable of dominating the ancient world. Yet its people grew corrupt, turning from virtue to conquest and greed. In a single catastrophic night, floods, quakes, and fire swallowed the empire. Whether real or symbolic, Plato's account resembles global flood myths found in nearly every ancient culture. The search for Atlantis spans centuries. Modern sonar scans reveal strange underwater structures near the Azores that resemble walls and platforms. During the Ice Age, sea levels were over 100 meters lower, exposing land now buried beneath the Atlantic. Some believe these plateaus once hosted cities, long lost to rising waters. Near Bimini in the Bahamas, divers discovered massive stone blocks forming what looks like an ancient harbor. Critics claim it's natural, but the symmetry raises questions. Madeira holds underwater caves with prehistoric carvings, suggesting early seafarers reached the region. The Canary Islands show evidence of megatsunamis, powerful enough to erase civilizations overnight. Earth's geography changed violently at the end of the Ice Age. Glacial melt triggered sudden sea level rise. Continental shelves collapsed. Massive storms lashed coastlines. The timing aligns with Plato's date for Atlantis. Another theory points to the island of Thera, Modorin, Santorini, whose eruption destroyed the Minoan civilization around 1600 BCE. The explosion was one of the largest in history, shattering the island into fragments and burying cities under volcanic ash. The Minoans possessed advanced plumbing, art, and maritime power. Thera's circular shape resembles Atlantis, though the location lies inside the Mediterranean, not beyond Italiano. The rigid structure in Mauritania, the Eye of the Saharas, one of the most striking candidates. Its concentric rings match Plato's description of Atlantis, almost perfectly in size and form. Thousands of years ago, the Sahara was green and full of lakes and rivers. Ancient tools and settlements exist across the region. Geological studies show sudden desertification could have buried a city under vast dunes. The surrounding topography: mountains to the north, plains to the south, so much as Plato's Ditos. Some propose Atlantis lies on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where undersea mountains suggest collapsed land masses. Ancient maps such as the Piri Race map depict coastlines with surprising accuracy. Long before modern surveying, off the coast of Cuba, deep-sea explorers found structures resembling plazas and pyramids. The Caribbean contains some of the world's steepest underwater drop-offs, capable of swallowing entire regions. At the end of the Ice Age, Earth suffered simultaneous disasters. Melting glaciers raised sea levels by over 120 meters. Coastal settlements were drowned across the globe. Massive earthquakes reshaped continents. Super tsunamis destroyed everything in their path. Volcanic eruptions darkened skies for months. Many cultures vanished without trace, their stories surviving only as legends. Atlantis may represent one such memory, a civilization destroyed by natural forces beyond its control. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey challenges our understanding of early humanity. Built around 9,600 BCE, it features advanced stonework far older than any expected architecture. How did hunter-gatherers create such monumental sites? Some believe they inherited knowledge from survivors of earlier Los cultures. Perhaps the remnants of Atlantis or similar societies, megalithic structures worldwide, Easter Island, Malta, Peru, Japan shares surprising similarities in stone-cutting techniques and astronomical alignments. These common features suggest a global exchange of ideas long before recorded history. DNA studies reveal sudden human migrations after major flooding events, consistent with stories of refugees escaping destroyed homelands. Ancient myths converge on one narrative: a golden age destroyed by catastrophic floods. Sumerian tablets, Egyptian creation stories, Mayan legends, and Greek accounts all describe advanced people wiped out by rising waters. Was Atlantis the origin of these stories? Or were multiple civilizations lost in the chaos of the Ice Age? Modern technology brings us closer to answers. Satellites detect geometric anomalies beneath oceans. LiDAR reveals ancient cities hidden under jungles. Deep-sea drones uncover structures that resemble roads, pyramids, and plazas. Sediment samples confirm a massive global disaster around 11,600 BCE. The coincidence with Plato's timeline is hard to ignore. Perhaps Atlantis was not one city, but a network of coastal cultures destroyed simultaneously. Perhaps it was a real empire erased by megafloods. Or perhaps it was a warning from antiquity. Civilizations rise and fall with nature's cycles. The question remains: was Atlantis real? A city? A continent? A myth? Or the memory of a world drowned by time? Until we uncover the ruins beneath the waves, the truth waits in the deep. Atlantis endures not because it is legend, but because it feels like history we have forgotten. And perhaps, somewhere in the uncharted depths, the lost world still sleeps beneath the sea. Subscribe for more stories from the shadows of history, one forgotten world at a time.